Hello, namaste, my dear students and all viewers. Hope you all are well. Again, we are in the same chapter, mensuration, and in mensuration, we are dealing with the solid figure or 3D figures. Yesterday, we have discussed about yesterday and day before yesterday, we have discussed about what type of figure are called solid figure and how we differentiate it. And in yesterday class we have discussed about prism, what is prism, what is the meaning of prism, and how many types of prism are there. And then after we have discussed about the meaning of lateral surface area, meaning of total surface area, and the volume. We have in solid figure we have started about prism. We are dealing with the prism yesterday and today also. And yesterday we have found some what is the meaning of lateral surface area and what is the formula, what is the meaning of total surface area and its formula, and what is the meaning of volume and its formula. And we have taken an example yesterday, a cuboid, and with the help of the cuboid we have found meaning of lateral surface area, meaning of total surface area, and meaning of volume. And also we made a formula for same thing, lateral surface area, total surface area, volume, and the diagonal. So yesterday we had discussed this much, and for your remind, I have written here same thing. Please come to the board. This is the rectangular prism, or we say it cuboid also. This is a cuboid, and this cuboid, these four lines are equal and they are called length of the cuboid. Similarly, these four lines are equal and they are called breadth of the cuboid. Similarly, these four lines are equal and they are called height of the cuboid. And yesterday we have derived some relation in any prism, for any prism, either it is triangular prism or it is rectangular prism or it is a square prism or it is any type of circular prism or etc. etc. In all type of prism, this relation should be known. The lateral surface area is perimeter into height, means perimeter of the base into height of the prism. If we multiplied perimeter of base with the height of prism, we will get the lateral surface area of any prism. Similarly, total surface area means lateral surface area plus 2a. Lateral surface area plus 2a means area of base. If we add these two, we will get the total surface area of any kind of prism. Similarly, volume. To get volume, if we multiply area of base, A is for area of base. If we multiply area of base with the height of the prism, then we will get a volume of the prism. So this is the main concept, this is the main relation we should know in the prism, and with the help of these three relation we found, or we will find difference about different prism. Okay, yesterday we have found about the cuboid, lateral surface area is equal to P into H or 2HL plus B. This is direct formula. Similarly, total surface area is LSA plus 2A. This is the basic formula, whereas direct formula is 2LB plus BS plus HL. Similarly, volume of the cuboid is A into H or directly L into B into H. And similarly, diagonal, see here this line is called diagonal of the cuboid. We have also discussed about it, and the value for the diagonal of the cuboid is under root L square plus B square plus H square, and this much we have discussed yesterday. Okay, today we are going to now find further more prism. So I am going to draw this one. Today we are going to have cube, then after cylinder and all. Now see, cube, this is a cube. First of all, you should know what is the meaning of cube. Very simple meaning is, a cube is a cuboid. It means cube is a cuboid. All properties of cuboid is the property of cube. A cube is a cuboid in which all length, breadth and height are equal. Again, simple way. What is a cube? A cube is a cuboid. It means all properties, or you can say all formula for cuboid is also the formula for cube. But some more additional thing is its all length, breadth and height are equal. Whereas in cuboid they may be equal or they may not be equal. But in cube, length, breadth and height are equal. So what is a cube? A cube is a cuboid. Is a cuboid having length equal to breadth equal to height. This is the simple meaning or simple definition of cube. A cube is a cuboid having length, breadth and height are equal. In the place of length you can write B or H. In the place of B you can write L or H. In the place of H you can write L or B. So this is the meaning of cube. And if you draw a cube, then see all length, breadth and height must be equal, then it will be a cube. If we join all this, we will get a rectangular prism or a cuboid. This is a rectangular prism or a cuboid. If all these are equal, then it is called cube. This is a cube where L is equal to B is equal to H. If you write here L, then all are what? All are L. If you write B, all are B. If you write H, all are H. See, this is a rectangular prism. In this prism, only length and breadth are equal. This side and this side are equal, but this side is not equal with this side or this side. So it is a rectangular prism. We cannot rectangular prism or a cuboid. We cannot say it as a cube. But see here another example. See this. This is a cube like dice of a Ludo. Yesterday we have discussed. I have told you that. In this figure, this is length, this is breadth and this is height. Now see, this length is equal to this height is equal to this breadth. All length, breadth and height are equal. So this is a cuboid. We can say a cuboid as well as this is a cube also. Okay. This is the example of these figures here. In this figure also length, breadth and height are equal, and in this object and this solid object also length, breadth and height are equal. We can say it is a rectangular prism or cuboid as well as it is a cube because all three length, breadth and height are equal. Okay. So this is the figure of cube. This is the real cube. Figure may be different than real one. Okay. Now we are going to have some formula, and if we join this point to this point, we will get diagonal of the cube. Now we have to find out, suppose LSA, and we know that we knew that that cube is a rectangle. So use the rectangular prism. So use the formula of rectangular prism of LSA. Then what is the formula of LSA of rectangular prism or cuboid? That is 2H L plus B, or we can write we can use this formula also, perimeter into height also. If you use perimeter into height, you will get same result. I am not going to use that one. I am going to use that one to make relation with rectangular prism and cube. So this is the lateral surface area of cuboid or the rectangular prism. This is the formula 2H L plus B, and since cube is also cuboid, so we have used this formula. But in cube, all length and breadth and height are equal. That's why I am going to write here in the all place of H and B, I am going to write L. Suppose this is a 2 into, in the place of H you write L because length, breadth and height are equal. Write this L as it is, plus in the place of B also you write L because breadth and L are equal. Now simplify this. 2L into, if you add 2l plus l, you will get 2l, that is 2 to the 4 l square. This is the direct formula for lateral surface area of a cube, 4l square, or you can use this one also, 2hl plus b. But remember that when you use this formula, you have to put the value of HLB in the same value, or directly you can use this value 4l square. Okay, so this is the direct formula for lateral surface area of a cube. Now second, take TSA, total surface area of a cube. Since cube is a rectangular prism, that's why again I use here the total surface area of cuboid, that is 2LB plus BH plus HL, or we can use this formula also. This is the basic formula. By using this formula also we can find out the total surface area. Now again we know that length, breadth and height are equal. So in the place of all B and H, we write L, L, L. So write this 2 as it is. In the place of L, write as it is, but in the place of B you write L, plus again in the place of B you write L, into, in the place of H again you write L, plus in the place of H you write L, and write this L as it is. Now simplify this. 2, if you multiply L into L, that is L square, again plus L square, and then after 2 into, if you add L square plus L square plus L square, you will get 3L square, and that is 3 to the 6L square. Then this is the formula for total surface area of a cube. Direct formula, we can use this formula to find out the total surface area of a cube. This is the lateral surface, direct formula for lateral surface area for a cube, and this is the total surface area for cube. We can use this formula also, but remember that in the place of L, B, H you have to write same value. Now come to volume. The volume of the cuboid is L into B into H. So by using this formula also we can find out the value of cube, but we are going to make direct formula. For direct formula, write in the place of B, H you write L. So write here L it is as it is, in the place of B L, in the place of H also L, L into L, L into L, that is L cube. So this is the direct formula for volume of a cube. We can use this formula also, this is direct formula. Now fourth one is diagonal D. And what is the formula for diagonal of the rectangular prism or the cuboid? That is under root L square plus B square plus H square. Okay. Now put the value of B and H in the form of L. This L square as it is, plus this in the place of B, that is L square also, in the place of H square also put L square, that is under root 3L square, and square root of 3 is 3, square root of L square is L. So L root 3 or root 3L, this will be the diagonal of cube. Okay, this will be the diagonal of cube. So these are the direct formula for a cube to find lateral surface area, total surface area and diagonal. Whereas we cannot use this formula also, we can use formula for cuboid, because cube is a cuboid, but you should remember that in the place of L, B, H, if you give same value, then it will be the value of cube. Okay. So this is all about cube. What is the meaning of cube? What is the additional properties of cube? How can we find out lateral surface area, total surface area, volume and diagonal of the cube? Okay. I think student, you are getting me. If you don't know, or if you have any confusion at any point, I am already I have told you that you can ask with your teacher, or you can comment under our Facebook Live or our YouTube channel. Now we are going to find for circular prism. Circular prism, or generally it is known as cylinder. Generally it is known as cylinder. We have already discussed that cylinder is also a kind of prism. This is a cylinder, this is also kind of prism. We have discussed that what is a prism, a solid object or a cross section having two congruent bases is called prism. Either the bases may be either polygonal or the circular. So other are polygonal base, what we have discussed about cuboid or cube, they are polygonal based prism, and this is circular based prism. That's why it is called circular prism, and generally we say it a cylinder. So now we are going to find out cylinder. So make here a cylinder. This is a cylinder. Suppose this is the height of the cylinder. If you put this cylinder this way, then this will be the height of the cylinder. But if you put this cylinder this way, then this will be the length of the cylinder. The meaning is same. Okay, either you can say height of the cylinder or the length of the cylinder. This is, suppose this is the center of the center, and this is a radius. Center and the radius. We know that this outer boundary is called circumference of the cylinder, and this total line is called diameter. We have already discussed in plane figure of circle. So suppose this is a cylinder, or this is a circular prism. Why it is called is it called circular prism? Because it has two congruent circle. That's why it is called circular prism or the cylinder. Now how to find out the lattice surface area, total surface area, and the volume of the cylinder? So first LSA. Yesterday or day before yesterday I have told you that in the case of circular base we do not say it as a lateral surface area. When base is circular, then we say it curved surface area, either in cylinder or in sphere or in the cones or pyramid. When base is cylinder, at that time we generally don't use as lateral surface area, we use as curved surface area. Okay, so this is a circular having circular base. That's why I am not going to write here lateral surface area. I am going to write here CSA, curved surface area. Okay, the term are different but meaning is same. Curved surface area or CSA. Now we are going to find out CSA. Now take our basic formula for LSA or TSA. What is LSA? What is the formula for LSA in any prism? In any prism, the LSA is P into S. P means perimeter of the base. S is height of the prism. But in circle, we don't say as perimeter, we say as circumference. Here this outer boundary circumference, suppose this is C. So to find curved surface area we use P into S, you can say P into S, but in circle case or in circular prism it is not called perimeter, it is called circumference, C into H. So that will be the one formula for curved surface area of cylinder, that is C into H. C for circumference, S for height of the cylinder. Okay. Now if you put value of circumference or the formula for circumference, do you know what is the formula for circumference? We have already discussed in plane figure. So, what is the formula for circumference? In the form of radius, it is 2 pi r. So, in the place of c, you write here 2 pi r and into h, that will be 2 pi r h. This is also formula for curved surface area of the cylinder. What is that? First one is c into h, circumference of base of the base and the height of the prism. And if you put the value of the formula for circumference, that is 2 pi r, then it will be 2 pi r h. And again we know that in the place of this 2 r, in the place of 2 r we can write d. Write this pi as it is, this h also as it is, and in the place of 2 r we can write d. D is equal to 2 r. Diameter is the double distance of radius. So, this will be also the formula for CSA of a circular prism or the cylinder. See now again, curved surface area of cylinder is the original formula or the basic formula is perimeter into height, or in the place of perimeter we can write circumference also. So, first formula will be c into h, and if we put the value of circumference in the form of r, then it will be 2 pi r s. Similarly, again if we put the value of circumference in the form of diameter, then it will be pi ds. So, these three formula are for the curved surface area of the cylinder. Okay. Now, to total surface area. Again, take your basic formula. What is the basic formula? LSA plus 2A. LSA means lateral surface area, but in the case of circle, LSA means what? In the case of circle, LSA means CSA. CSA means curved surface area, and A means area of the base. In cylinder, what is the area of base here? What is the base? The base is in circular shape. So, area of base means area of the circle. Again, see, total surface area of any prism, that is lateral surface area plus 2A. LSA plus 2A. A means area of the base. In cylinder, we do not use LSA, we say it curved surface area, and A means area of base. In cylinder, area is circular, so area of base means area of the circle. So, total surface area means LSA plus 2A, LSA plus 2A, but we do not use LSA, we say as CSA plus 2A. Okay. Now, see, we have to write here CSA, and what we have derived the formula for CSA, 2 pi RH or pi ds or this. In the place of CSA we can write 2 pi r h, this formula. You can write either this one or this one or this one. I have written this one, 2 pi r h. And now see, this is 2. A means area of the base. Area of the base means this area of this circle. Area of base means this area of the circle. Here it has circular base, that's why area of base means area of this circle, area of this circle. Okay. So, what is the formula for area of the circle? You know, that is pi r square. If we use CSA in the form of r, then also area is used in the form of r. If we use CSA in the form of diameter, then we also use area for in the form of diameter. Okay. Now, see what is common here. If you see, then you will get this 2 and this 2 are common, this pi and this pi are common, this r and this are common. So, the common will be 2 pi r. Okay. Common will be 2 pi r, and what remains? H, and plus here what remains? R. So, 2 pi r and r plus h will be the direct formula for the total surface area of cylinder or the circular prism. What is that? 2 pi r plus h. This will be the one formula. And we know that in the place of this 2 pi r, what can we write? In the place of 2 pi r, in the place of 2 pi r, what can we write? We can write C. So, in the place of 2 pi r, we can write C, and then after r plus h. So, this is another formula for total surface area of the circular prism or the cylinder. So, in this way we can find out total surface area. So, we have to remember this formula also, this formula also. Why? Because sometimes you may be given in the form of r and h, then you have to use this formula directly. When you have given in the form of circumference and h, then you have to use this formula. So, you should remember this all these two formula. In curved surface area also you have to remember this formula and this formula. Okay. So, this is about curved surface area and total surface area of a cylinder. Now suppose volume of the cylinder. So, volume, what is the volume of cylinder of any prism? The volume of the cylinder of any prism is A into H. A into H. Okay. A means area of the base. A means area of the base, means area of base is here circle, area of base is circle. So, here area is area of the circle. So, what is the area of the circle? Area of the circle is pi r square into h. So, it will be V is equal to pi r square h. Okay. So, this is all about cylinder or circular prism. Lateral surface area, total surface area, and volume of the circular prism or cylinder. So, my time is going to finish now. So, if you have any confusion in deriving the different formula for cube or cylinder, you can comment through Facebook Live or YouTube, or you can directly ask with your teacher. Okay. From tomorrow again we have one things to derive about regular hexagonal prism, and then after we start numerical problem regarding triangular prism, cuboid, cube, circular prism, hexagonal prism. Okay. So, today's work is to watch this video and the previous video again and again. If you watch this 2 or 3 video, you will get an idea of formula for the prism. Okay. So, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye. Namaste.